Hey, what's up everybody out there in Learning Land? Tyler from TenthumbsPro.com coming at you with a new ukulele tutorial like we do every single Wednesday and Saturday. Today we're breaking down Atom Song by Blink-182. All the tabs, lyrics, riffs, everything you need to learn on the screen. But if you want a printable version of this tab, you can get one by becoming a Patreon. You'll see links up here in the notes. Links in the description as well, including my email if you want some Skype or Zoom lessons one-on-one. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, ring that bell. Once you've done all those things, think about becoming a Patreon and go ahead and grab your ukulele. Brain and attention span, got those three things. Follow me on in it and let's learn how to play Atom Song. All right, so this song has 4 pieces. It has the riff 1, riff 2, which is a variant of riff 1 that also works as a pre-chorus, a verse, and a chorus. You can use the timestamps pinned in the first comment to skip to any part of the song. Let's go ahead and learn the chords. We are going to need a C major, F major, A minor, and a D minor. Intro riff. Here we go. It's pretty quick, so it's kind of tricky, and it's tuned down a half step, so it's also, the notes aren't that easy to play. It is 4 measures, and each is a little 3-note section that repeats itself. The first one is an A note, E note, C note. So we play the open A, 7th fret, 3rd fret. You could also play the 5th fret if you wanted to, and go 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 3. Choose the one that's more comfortable for you. The next one, this A becomes a G note. So you can play the 3rd fret here, or you can play the open G. Again, it's a matter of comfort. I like the open A, and then I like the 3rd fret. The next one is that becomes an F note. Now this, from the F to way up here, is a pretty big leap. So we're gonna play the F note here. Now, because we're playing this F note here, we're using the same finger. It's a little tricky to get to this 3rd fret. So we're gonna play the 5th fret of the C, 7th fret, and then 8th fret of the E string for our C note. Instead of going, we're gonna go. So far, really slow. We get from the top. Then we have to get down and grab this D note. The hardest part in this riff, we're gonna grab the D note, then come up and play the 7th fret of the E, 7th fret of the A, and then 8th fret of the E, and then right back to this F piece, because the 4th measure has a little more variance than the rest of them. One more time, really slow. So the whole thing really slow. A little quicker. And then we jump into the verse. So the progression. So our verse is a measure of C, F, A minor, F. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I never thought I'd die alone. I laughed the loudest, who'd have known? I traced the chord back to the wall. No wonder it was never plugged in at all. Wow, this song's actually quite a bit higher than I realized. So we're in the key of C, but he's singing way up there on that high C. He might even be singing this C note here. Anyways, it's a pretty high song, so get ready to use that diaphragm, right? All right, So a strum pattern for this piece. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to do all downs, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom. And I'm trying to teach it to you as close as they are to playing it. But if I were just to sit back and play this one with my friends, I would just use down, down, up, down, up. I'd use Old Faithful. I never thought I'd die alone. I laughed the loudest, who'd have known? I traced the chord back to the wall. No wonder it was never plugged in at all. Right? But if we want to get it as close as we can to the record, it's I never thought I'd die alone. I laughed the loudest, who'd have known? I traced the chord back to the wall. No wonder it was never plugged in at all. I took my time, I hurried up. The choice is mine, I didn't think enough. I'm too depressed to go on. You'll be sorry when I'm gone. And then we go into the next riff, okay? So that is the verse. That's how you would strum through it. Again, feel free to add some variants to it. I think that Old Faithful sounds great if you're just playing this with your friends. Okay. All right, so let's talk a little bit about singing this. This song, like I alluded to, or maybe I haven't yet because it depends on how I edit it, is way too high for me to sing. He's really hanging out up here around these E notes and these C notes and these G notes. And in fact, Mark even said this is maybe the extreme high end of his register. When you're singing it, a lot of times the lyrics are going to come in on the and after the two. 1 and 2 and. That's where you're going to start. I never thought I'd die alone. I laughed the loudest, who'd have known? I traced the chord back to the wall. No wonder it was never plugged in at all. I took my time, I hurried up. The choice is mine, I didn't think enough. I'm too depressed to go on. You'll be sorry when I'm gone. And then you would jump into this pre-chorus riff. So let's take a look at the pre-chorus riff. Then you get to this pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus is another riff. So cool. This is my favorite part in the song. Open C, open G, first fret of the E. I just love that. I think that just sounds so cool. And then you're going to make a D minor, and you're going to repeat that same exact motion. Really cool. And then we go into the first piece of the main riff. Open, 7-3, open, 7-3. And then we go into from the F note, 5th fret of the C string. Now that's a little different because on the guitar, it's actually this piece is higher and then this piece is lower. So it feels a little upside down, but those are the right notes and it's the best we could do on the ukulele. So let's go ahead and play through the pre-chorus riff. Then we're into the chorus. So the progression for our chorus is going to be C for one whole measure, D minor a whole measure, A minor a whole measure, F a whole measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C and 2 and 3 and 4 and D minor 2, 3, 4 and A minor 2, 3, 4, F 2, 3, 4. And that progression would happen 4 times just like the verse. So why don't we go ahead and strum through. Again, if you're playing with your friends, feel free to mix up that strum pattern. This is just so you can rock out with the recording. So let's play through the chorus together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is the chorus. So there's only one other piece to the song, and it is what you do is you're going to play the first riff, riff 1, and then the verse, then the pre-chorus riff, and then the chorus. Then after the chorus, you go right back to the first riff, and then you sing the verse for a second time, and then you play the pre-chorus riff again, but there is a minor change the second time you play the pre-chorus riff. This is the same. This is the same. This is the same. But you play 5, 7, 5. So let's play through that. This is the second time you're about to play the second chorus, and you play through this riff like this. Okay, and then you jump into the second chorus. Then you have a large, long interlude with piano, like 3 or 4 guitars. I hear an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot to choose from. So what we did is we did one of the safer rhythms, and you can play through this the entire time. It sounds like this. So if I'm playing this by myself, I'm going to play through that 4 times. And what I'm doing is I'm playing C string, G string, E string, C, E, A, C, E, A, C, E, A. And then I finish C, E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you start over. So the last time through, the third time through the finger picking, you don't play that high E string. So you get through that 4 times, and then what I'm going to do next time to build up some energy is I'm going to do all downs on the C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So here you can feel free to do all down strums on the C for the whole thing. You can do the riff for the whole time. You can skip this part. You can make it longer. You can make it shorter. It's only meant to build energy. And if you're playing along with the track, the is going to work the whole time. But if you're playing this alone or you're playing with your friends, doing that riff 16 times, it's a little overkill because you don't have a whole band, so you're not able to quite build the energy like you would be with a whole band. So let's play through that riff 4 times and then strum through that 4 times. Here we go. Into the chorus. then you just finish on a C chord, and that would be the entire song. So why don't we go ahead and play through it? All right, so now I'm going to play through the whole song to put all the pieces together so you can see how it all comes together. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you have it, folks. Adam's song. If you or anyone you know is struggling from depression and suicidal thoughts, take that seriously. Call someone and get help. You are not alone. I have lost a friend to suicide, and it is a really, really sad thing to think that he felt like he had no other option. That's a really, really sad thought. So if you feel that way, reach out to someone who cares about you and loves you, because believe it or not, things will get better. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Tenthumbspro.com. See you next Wednesday or next Saturday. Take care. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the tutorial here at Tenthumbspro.com. We appreciate you learning with us. New ukulele, like I said, every single Wednesday and Saturday. Think about becoming a Patreon. It's cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger, and it will accelerate your learning. And everything we do, all the help we get, we put right back into the project, okay? All right, until next time, keep on rocking and rolling. Keep on loving life. It's all good, my friends, and we'll catch you next Wednesday or next Saturday for our next lesson. Take care. Have a lovely day. Ciao.